Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Victoria from Keep It Holistic, where I talk about healthy living, motherhood, and more. And today I'm going to be talking about my favorite less toxic or non-toxic diapers and what we've used, because when we cloth diaper, the cloth diapers that we use, they only fit when the baby is about 10 pounds. So for the first month or so, we have to use something else. And so I've cloth diapered 3 kids and had to use disposables for the first month or so of their lives. So I'll talk about which ones we've used and the research that I've done. But before I get into that part of the video, I just wanted to put this in the beginning that I am going to be taking another break. So for the next month or so, I'm probably not going to be posting any videos. And the reason for that is in about a week, we're going to be moving. And right now I have a lot of boxes still to pack. I've been putting it off because I've been busy doing other things, but I really need to just focus on packing and moving. We have 3 little kids. If you watch my channel, we have, you know, a baby, toddler, and a kindergartner. So we have to move all of them, get them resituated. We are going to probably be doing a few little projects on the house, hopefully before we move in or soon after we move in. So I'll have some videos coming in soon when I come back, maybe mid-October or so. I might have like an empty house tour, maybe a moving vlog, and I'll hopefully be doing some more cooking and stuff in the kitchen, videos in the kitchen. I haven't been doing that because right now our kitchen is a work in progress, and I just did not want to do, like, you know, what I eat in a day video when there's like boxes and stuff everywhere. It's just been really cluttered just from all the moving. So I will be back in about a month. I know I just took a break over the summer here, but that was because I had a baby and now we're moving. We just have a lot of stuff going on. So just hang in there and I'll be back soon. But anyways, today I'm talking about non-toxic diapers or less toxic diapers. And I say less toxic because I prefer to use cloth diapers, and the reason why is because disposable diapers aren't completely non-toxic. There's still stuff in the diapers that are not really healthy or good for the baby. They can be bad for the environment. So I prefer to use cloth diapers as much as possible, but especially the first few days of the baby's life, they have meconium, which stains cloth diapers. I prefer to use disposable diapers in the very beginning. It just makes things a little bit easier. And so when I'm looking for disposable diapers, I'm looking for stuff that is a little bit healthier than like your standard Pampers. One thing about disposable diapers is that they contain sodium polyacrylate, I think that's how you say it, it's SAP, and it's these gel-like crystals inside the diaper. You might notice if you ever had a diaper break open, it got too full. That is the absorbent part of the diaper, and a lot of diapers, even some of the non-toxic ones, or a good chunk of the non-toxic ones, contain this to help it absorb more, because without that layer it will not absorb. So SAP is known to be a skin irritant, and it is also known to be linked to toxic shock syndrome in tampons. So it's something that I like to avoid, and so I just like to avoid it altogether by doing cloth diapers. What I also don't like about disposable diapers is that they don't really break down in the environment, even the biodegradable ones, because a landfill is not the right environment for things to break down into. If you were to compost them, which they don't recommend you compost human waste, but if you were to compost it, it would be a better environment for it to actually break down efficiently. So that's why I like to do cloth diapers. I have a whole video about cloth diapers. I have a blog post about it, so I'll try to link it here so you can check that out. Also try to avoid the flushable liners. Now, if that makes using cloth diapers easier for you, like you have a cloth diaper shell, outer shell, and then you have the disposable liner, then, you know, do that. You know, it's better than just using disposable diapers. But I prefer not to use that disposable liner because some of them, like, they'll say they're flushable and stuff, and I've seen some horror stories with the flushable wipes getting stuck in the plumbing and stuff, so I avoid the flushable liners. So when you're looking at diapers in general, like whether you want to do cloth or the less toxic type of disposable diapers, you have to consider, okay, am I doing this for health reasons or environmental reasons? Because if you're doing it for environmental reasons, then you probably want to do cloth diapers, because the disposable diapers, any type of disposable diaper, is not really the best. But if you're doing it for health reasons, then you'll want to look at the different components of the diaper and decide, you know, compare the different types of brands. And I'll try to do that a little bit in this video so you get an idea, but you have to look at the different types of brands and the different components and decide, you know, okay, how healthy is this? Do I want this on my baby's skin? So the second thing that you have to think about is cost. And so for our family, we didn't want to have to get the most expensive, you know, the best, less toxic disposable diaper they have out there. We went for something that was a little bit middle of the road, and the reason for that is just that we were only going to be using them for about a month or so, so we just didn't want to have to, you know, invest in the disposable diapers. So that's something to think about as well when you're looking at these non-toxic diapers. Another thing you have to think about is access. So for some people like us, we wanted something that was available locally that we could pick up at a store, because some of these brands, they require a subscription, or it might have a long shipping time. You know, it just takes a while for them to get to you. So if you're maybe doing this long term, like, you know, you're not going to do cloth diapers at all, then maybe having a subscription might be helpful. You know, you don't have to think about it, just automatically ships to you. For other people though, like we're doing it short term and we are trying out different brands, and we just wanted to be able to, you know, run to the store and grab something really quick. We went ahead and got stuff that was more easily accessible. So when we were looking at disposable diapers, the 4 main things we were looking for were fragrance-free, phthalate-free, lotion-free, dye-free. We were looking for those basic things. So there are, you know, in the more expensive diapers, they have other things that they have taken out, you know, more natural materials and stuff. We didn't mind that there was a little bit of plastic in the diapers, but we wanted something that wasn't going to irritate the baby's skin and wasn't endocrine disrupting, which means that it messes with their hormones. We just didn't want something like that touching the baby's skin. Other things to consider, one of the main ones is if the diaper is total chlorine free or elemental chlorine free. So what total chlorine free means that it's been bleached with something other than chlorine, and elemental chlorine free means that it's been bleached with chlorine dioxide instead of elemental chlorine. So the problem with chlorine and why people like to avoid chlorine is because it contains dioxins, which are toxic. So that is something to think about. Another thing to think about is TBT, and I'm trying to pronounce it here, it's tributylin, I think that's how you say it. I'm not sure, but TBT is a chemical that's known to be harmful to water life, and it can cause skin problems in people. Another thing to think about is VOCs, which is volatile organic compounds. Volatile organic compounds, or VOCs, are chemicals that when they evaporate in the air, they can cause problems with the immune system, and they can cause problems with your organs and stuff. They're just not healthy. So that's something you also want to try and avoid. The last thing that people think about, and you'll see this a lot with the non-toxic or less toxic diapers, is that they'll be made out of natural materials. They'll have less plastic in them, or they'll have no plastic in them. So you want to think about that as well, because plastic is petroleum based. You know, it's not the healthiest thing. It's not the best for the baby or the environment. So that is also something to consider. So actually my baby is starting to wake up right now, so I don't want to go too in depth into like every single type of non-toxic disposable diaper brand, but I'll have some resources linked down below. Those are the main components when you're looking at the diapers. Like, look at the components of the diaper and then, you know, weigh in what is best for you. Do you want like plastic touching your baby's body? You want like organic cotton touching your baby's body? You know, what do you want the absorbent layer to be made out of? You know, are there dioxins, TBT and stuff like that in the diaper? Are there fragrance or dyes? So think about that. But what we went with ultimately, the ones that worked really well for us were Hello Bello and Millie Moon, and those are middle of the road in terms of like, you know, non-toxic. They're not the most non-toxic diapers out there, but they're affordable, like more affordable. They're not like, you know, $50 a box. The Millie Moon ones, I remember they were like $35 a box, and they worked pretty well for us. Now the Millie Moon ones are available at Target, and the Hello Bello ones are from Walmart. And so we got the Millie Moon ones to start off with. And those ones are not completely non-toxic because they do have like a plastic layer in them, but they don't contain like fragrance and stuff that I mentioned before. So they're more healthy than like Pampers or Huggies. And they're available, most people probably have access to a Target, so they're easily accessible for us. The only negative thing about those diapers were that they didn't fit right away. They say that they're size 1, like they'll say on the box 6 to I think 13 pounds, or maybe it was 11 pounds, but they don't fit newborns. It was way too big. It didn't fit until he was maybe like 3 weeks old or something like that. It took a few weeks for him to actually grow into those diapers, and we had a few blowouts before we went to the store and got Hello Bello instead, and another brand, I'll talk about that in a second, but they didn't fit right away. So just keep that in mind. They are a little bit big, they run a little bit big, so you might want to try like a size smaller. And they also are a little bit higher waisted, just, you know, so keep that in mind. So once those diapers actually fit, they worked really well. It's just that they didn't fit right away. So when we saw that, he was leaking through the diapers, we went ahead and ran out and grabbed Hello Bello at Walmart. Hey guys, so Teddy decided to join us. He woke up from his nap and he's very fussy right now, so he's gonna hang out with us for the rest of this video. But I was talking about Hello Bello diapers. I don't know how far I got, but I was talking about them. They are made out of plastic, and they do have SAP in the those gel the gel-like substance in the core of the diaper. It also has a corn-based core. It's like a plant-based. It's supposed to be more sustainable. But then there's other parts of the diaper that are made out of plastic. So it's not the best choice, but it doesn't have like the fragrance and dyes and stuff that a lot of other diapers do. So we tried Hello Bello, and those ones worked really good. It was really absorbent. It worked really well because we ran out of the other diapers, and we ran out and grabbed the Honest brand diapers in the newborn size, and those ones leaked like crazy. They were really bad, so I don't even recommend them. They also, the texture of them, they're not as soft as the other ones. They feel more like paper. So while they might be more sustainable or healthier, they don't absorb very well, so I wouldn't recommend those. So those were our experiences and what we went with, but they aren't the most non-toxic type of diaper. There are some more expensive ones and ones that do subscriptions. I know people who really like the Chlorine, I think that's how you say it, those diapers, and there's the diapers, D-Y-P-E-R. There's lots of different brands. There's Andy Pandy, there's Kudos, I think. So there's lots of choices out there. So there are a couple brands that I wouldn't recommend that market themselves as a more green diaper. And one is Pampers Pure. And Pampers, everybody knows Pampers, but they have like a line, and you may have seen them at like Target. There's a line called Pampers Pure, and it looks like it's healthier. But they don't disclose all of the materials that they use in their diapers. So that's why I didn't go with Pampers Pure, even though I could easily run out to the store and grab it. And then I also try to avoid 7th generation stuff, just because I've, known with some of their other products it's a little bit greenwash. So I try to avoid the diapers. Maybe you might have had a good experience with 7th generation. I know 10 years ago, 15 years ago, people loved 7th generation, but nowadays there's a lot of other choices out there that I think are better. So I wouldn't recommend 7th generation. And for wipes, we like the water wipes. Those are, the healthiest. They're pretty much just water. So we went with those for wipes. And then now he's in cloth diapers, and we use cloth wipes. It's so cute, aren't you? So I hope that this video was informative for you. And if you have any questions, you can leave them down below. You can check out the links I've linked in the description box. And we'll be back in about a month, probably mid-October. Oh, sorry, he's spitting up. So I will be on my Instagram stories. I probably won't be doing as many posts, but you can keep up with me on there. And we'll see you guys again soon in a few weeks. Be well, guys.